Breaking news, Nigerians. The legal team of the detained leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, Nnamdi Kanu, has accused President Bola Ahmed Tinubu's administration of being unwilling to continue with Nnamdi Kanu's trial and insensitive to insecurity in the southeast region. The legal team led by Kanu's special lawyer Aloy Ejimakor made this accusation in an impromptu press conference held on Wednesday evening, where they also explained why Kanu requested the removal of the Federal High Court Judge Justice Binta Nyako from handling Kanu's case on September 24th. This is interesting, my country people. Aloy Ejimakor said Kanu and his legal team have complained several times and have filed different motions before the High Court, submitting the evidence that where Nnamdi Kanu is being detained, complicates his preparation for trial. Ejimakor said this because of the several unconstitutional incidents and the actions of the DSS. That was how he said that one of the DSS officers seized some of their legal documents. And sometimes the DSS tends to listen to their conversations. And this thing leads to an extraordinary court order by the former Federal High Court judge handling this case, that they provided a clean room free from secret listening devices in order to be effective in preparing him for trial confidentially. And this special counsel to the detained leader of IPOB has been lamenting on several occasions concerning the fact that this same DSS does not allow him access to his clients. Yes, my country people. On several occasions, Aloy Ejimakor has made it known that sometimes they do pay him a visit, but most times these DSS operatives refuse to allow them have access to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. And given that the DSS has become very, very stubborn in complying with these court orders, they filed a contempt proceedings which is pending before the Federal High Court. But there is no change in circumstances which made it impossible for them to prepare Nnamdi Kanu for trial. On September 24, 2024, the judge, Justice Binta Nyako, insisted that the trial must proceed in the face of these abnormalities. And Nnamdi Kanu had no choice but to exercise his constitutional right to recuse the judge. Another of Kanu's lawyers, Barrister Jude, had said that one thing in particular about is the issue of insecurity in the southeast, and the federal government is not ready to proceed with the trial of Nnamdi Kanu. That the southeasterners are the worst victims of insecurity that is rocking the nation. So many persons have lost their loved ones, their families, their friends to insecurity. And one wonders, what is the interest of the federal government in not being open to the trial of Nnamdi Kanu? And each time they go to court, they would say that they are ready for trial. But they are not ready for trial. Because when they create an atmosphere that is not conducive for a defendant to properly conduct his defense, that means they are not ready for trial. And as a result of insecurity, some of them are quite scared of traveling to the village because of insecurity. The federal government should consider the insecurity in the southeast region. They should note that it is their primary responsibility to ensure they secure lives and properties of the citizens of this great nation. But at the end of the day, they end up doing nothing. So my country people, what are your thoughts on this? Barrister Aloy Ejimakor said some people, including those in government, saw Kanu's request for a change of judge as a sign of disrespect for the judiciary, but explained that everybody who appears in court must have the confidence that their right must be protected and that he or she is safe. Now, at this point, Nnamdi Kanu felt if the federal court judge does not respect the decision of the Supreme Court, then there is no need standing trial before such judge. Be that as it may, they have made it known that what Nnamdi Kanu did was not an act of disrespect whatsoever to Justice Binta Nyako, because she did not obey the Supreme Court order. Therefore, Nnamdi Kanu believed that if a judge can be disrespectful to the Supreme Court judgment that his bail be restored, then there's no need of her handling his case anymore. So there are a whole lot of things. On several occasions, Nnamdi Kanu's lawyers will be crying that, the DSS will not allow them to see Nnamdi Kanu, that they wouldn't allow them to have access to Nnamdi Kanu because of what the DSS are doing. How they have unlawfully isolated Nnamdi Kanu from his lawyers, thus making his solitary confinement absolute. Sometimes most of the lawyers will say that they don't know when it will be possible for them to see Nnamdi Kanu again because of how the DSS officers are handling Nnamdi Kanu and his lawyers. But I know at some point that all these things will be over. So that is it to my country people. Insecurity in the southeast region. The Nnamdi Kanu's lawyers are complaining that the federal government is not giving them free conducive for a conductive trial. They are insisting on trial, whereas Nnamdi Kanu is handicapped. They are not giving room for a free and fair trial. They are not doing what's needful for this trial to proceed. They are always making sure that they interfere in the process whereby Nnamdi Kanu will want to prepare for his trial. So many things are going on. And a defendant is entitled, as of constitutional right, to adequate facility to prepare his defense and to interact with his counsel in an atmosphere of confidentiality, free from any interference whatsoever. But you see, the DSS, they are fond of doing what suits them. They are fond of doing what suits them. They don't pay heed to human rights. They don't even listen to the law. They don't care about Nnamdi Kanu and his legal team. All they know is that they should keep him there as a political prisoner. So Nnamdi Kanu's lawyers have really enraged over this very issue, and they are quite disturbed about this. They've laid their complaint on several occasions concerning this ill treatment meted on Nnamdi Kanu in the DSS custody. So they've cried out that, see, look at what's happening. They will call Nnamdi Kanu for a trial, but yet the federal government keeps on frustrating them by bringing up one thing or the other. So they've accused the Tinubu's government of unwillingness to continue Nnamdi Kanu's trial. I'm dropping here, guys. Kindly share your thoughts on this in the comment sections. Thank you.